Welcome back, everyone, and back again with another live show. We are doing our match review and player ratings from today's 1-1 draw against Brighton. So we will be me and Mason will be doing our full review of the game, of course, today. I mean, it was a frustrating game today, was it? I mean, a lot of things just didn't go well today. Some players really were off their game. The set pieces were poor. And the final balls today were quite a lot of them were really, really off as well. So, and it was a little, Brighton were there for the taking because they're definitely on the beach. They are. They've got nothing to play for. They're going to finish around mid-table. And we know they're a bit of a bogey team, but surely the squad we had should have been capable of beating Brighton today. It definitely should have been. And a lot of times we just look poor in parts. But you know what to do, guys. If you enjoy the show, please do give us a thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Do smash those likes if you enjoy the show tonight. Of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, smash that subscribe button, free to do so. It does make the channel grow. We're getting closer now to 2,400 subscribers. Please help us get there as soon as we can. Your support means everything to us, and it is completely free to do as well. Hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So please hit the bell to make sure you're up to date with the content that we bring out for you that you do not want to miss at all. And if you want to give a donation, feel free, either through Super Chat, Super Stickers, or if you want to support the channel as well through a membership, hit the join button and you'll be included in the prize draw if you're a member, and it's only for 99p a month. Let's nip it the comments, shall we? Chipper's back on the Ian again. Joe, good evening again. All tens to Joe. Borky, good evening. Choppy, good evening again. Pete, good evening. David, good evening. Let's get into it. I mean, it was the same team from last Saturday. I mean, it was always going to be the same. It was never going to be unchanged.
No. After the performance put against Ipswich, you can't be changed. You can't be changing the winning side.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not. Some players were really poor today. Some were definitely off their game. Isak, I know he scored the penalty, but he was anonymous a lot of that game today. He really, really was. Bruno had an absolute stinking game today as well. Murphy was well off it today as well, which was very disappointing. Really, really disappointing. Willock, some good runs, but final product was just not there. It just wasn't there at all, unfortunately, which was a bit, because this is Willock's opportunity now, since Joe Linton's out injured at the moment, to see what he can do. And there was some good parts Joel Willock did. He got into some good areas, but there's no final product, Mason.
Oh, Chippers, man. Fuck's sake. God. Yeah, good Chippers, man. Fuck's sake. Sorry. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, this check keeps coming.
Chippers, man. Yeah, I mean... You've got to... I think Chippers Willock wasn't impressive today. I guess some of his runs were good, but his end product's poor.
It was really poor.
And that dive today, what the fuck was he doing?
Yeah, we'll talk on to that throughout the show as well. Bix is playing like we did. We can kiss goodbye to Champions League football, playing hot and cold. It's still when our hands are Champions League football hours, I would say, but we need to be a little bit more better. Yeah, we do. I feel like Isak gets frustrated when he isn't getting proper service and it leads to discouragement on his part. Same thing with Joe Willock. He has the hunger to score, but his playmaking is arse. Yeah, I mean, do you think Isak was smelled for service today?
Yeah. But, I mean, Chipper, shut the fuck up. I mean, something's not right with Isak in the minute.
Right, we've all said this. Do you think he's playing with an injury?
I think he is. I think he is.
That's what a lot of people are saying the same as well. Is he carrying an injury? Because he was absolutely anonymous for a lot of that game today. Absolutely anonymous. So typical that Chelsea ain't form of the business. It's a must-win game next week. We could beat Chelsea. Yeah, we can. As Osula had a shot on Eddie Howe's desk, he needs game time. I didn't understand that at all. He gets a goal last week and Eddie leaves him on the bench.
Stupid.
Tom, good evening. Could have been worse, could have been better. We will get through. Absolutely well said. I think so too. Yeah. Right, let's talk about Brighton, because we said on the show just after the game, they only had only one thing they did throughout that whole game pretty much was the goal they scored. Other than that, a lot of their play was absolutely horrendous. And we didn't really take a lot of advantage with that. That was the only thing they really did, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, and I know they had that chance at the end with when Gomez had not long been on. I know we had the same with Wilson, but apart from that, both sides were anonymous today.
After was just Brighton did not impress me at all. You know,
I thought both teams were poor today. The only one against West Ham because West Ham are shit.
Well, yeah. I think so. Some of Eddie's decisions are baffling. We're looking towards the future. Callum Wilson isn't the future. Nah, he isn't anymore, is he?
Nah.
Liverpool, like they were pissed today. Well, they've got the title. They've got the title, so what have they got to play for now is what you could say. 2 more wins will see us secure Champions League. Those 2 home games are 100% must win, or we will end up in Europa and lose out on so much revenue. Isak is not an out-and-out striker. Does Eddie not watch Sweden? He doesn't play like Shearer. And how does Asula not get on before Wilson comes on twice and scores? What more does he have to do exactly? Can anyone explain the Minteh celebrations? Right. Apparently, he was saying, from what I heard, or what a lot of us saw, he said he wanted to play for us. Something like that. It was not bad at all. It was actually nothing bad against us at all. I think he was just showing that he would have loved to have played for Newcastle. But we know why we had to sell him. I think that's what it was about. It was nothing bad at all.
I've got a question for everybody. Would you take him back in the summer? Since FFP and PSRs are much better than last year, would you take him? Would you try and go back in for him and Hansen? Me personally, yes.
Minteh, well, me and see
because ever since we let them go, look what they've both done this season.
Yeah, well,
and I you've got to question Minteh's attitude, but he's a decent player.
The only thing, well, yeah, I mean, he has shown some promise, of course, Minteh in the Premier League, but you can tell he would love to have seen us. He would love to have played for us. Sorry. Good evening, Martin. Even David said, I would love to see Minteh in a Toon shirt. Yeah, I think we all would have loved to when he was still a Newcastle player at the time, even though he didn't play any games for us. But a lot of us would have loved to have seen him get a run in. Because I think he would have got a run in as well. He definitely would have got a run in, I would have thought.
look at last season. Arnie Slot got the best out of him, and Eddie Howe. That's the reason why Eddie Howe got Eddie Howe. And the fact is, as well, Eddie Howe wanting to keep him as well.
He did.
That's the main priority as well.
Yes, the people that didn't let us kill him is a certain corruption Premier League who are as much use as fish out of water. Gotcha, good evening. We must beat Chelsea on Sunday. They beat Arsenal for a chance to get in the Champions League. Yeah, I believe we can beat Chelsea. Arsenal, they're just, well, their main focus is on the Champions League at the moment. Well, it all depends what happens with Arsenal, because if it's either they're gonna get the job done in Paris, or that's it. It's a trophyless season for them again. What UEFA should bring in playoffs to play Newcastle, some of the big clubs. I'm sure UEFA would rather have Newcastle in the Champions League than an Estonian team. I can see where you come from with that one.
That doesn't make sense.
I think Minteh puts his hands together to thank Newcastle for getting rid of him, because if you see him point to the ground and kiss the badge, he looks happy to be where he is.
Didn't look like it to me.
No, I think it was Joe that he said he would love to have. He would have loved to have played for us. I didn't think he wanted to leave Newcastle. Is Minteh better than Murphy? I think so. Take Minteh back. He caused us problems all game. He did, actually. The fact space of Man U will get you exactly, because those teams have been appalling this season in the Europe. It looks like they're just concentrating now on one competition now, because I think in terms of the Premier League, that's all written off for them. This season's been a write-off for them. Yeah, I think we should be okay. I think if they'll go, I think our goal difference is better, Archer. So we'd just be level, but we'll still be ahead of them. I couldn't tell you on that, Chippers, to be honest. I'm not so sure. Anyway, right. First goal, Mason. Let's talk about it. I mean, it's a good finish by Minteh, but where's the defending?
But technically, it did deflect off Burns' head.
Oh well.
If you see it, when Burn went down, it did deflect off his head. So technically, if that didn't deflect, it would have went over.
Well, maybe it was just. But no, why is no one picking Minteh up though?
I know.
That's what I'm a bit puzzled with.
Lot better defensive.
I mean, the good thing is we started that game off so well. Of course, Brighton get the goal, but the fact is we were still trying to look for an equaliser in that first half, because we could have sometimes when we have got 1-0 down, we've normally times we've collapsed, but we were trying to look for that equaliser. But again, it's just nothing either from it was just nothing from the final third.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't good that first half.
No, it wasn't.
It was piss poor. It should be doing a lot better than.
See, we're getting into some good areas, but the final product was just absolutely non-existent. Willock had a decent chance, I thought, where he got so close to the goal, and could he have maybe crossed it with his left? But he went for goal, he went to take a shot on his right foot, and it went over the bar.
I know Harvey Barnes had a good chance in the first half as well.
Yeah,
but
he
the fact
did.
is, where's the end product and that?
I mean, I thought Barnes was still good. Yeah, I thought Barnes was fantastic again yesterday.
The fact is, when we've been on the counter, why isn't he what do you mean in the box?
Well, sometimes the ball getting balls in the box, but where's the person to try and get on the end of it? Exactly. Again, it was nowhere. Yeah, I'm not so sure on that one. Shut me up, come.
I've got a new sponsor.
Oh, well. Interesting.
You're not taking today?
I wasn't paying attention to it, to be honest. So. But we'll come out second half again. I mean, just at times get into good areas, but again, just final products and set pieces were absolutely pathetic at times.
Yeah, it was poor.
Murphy had an opportunity, and he absolutely skied that really high. I remember Paul saying, "I'm surprised that ball." He said that ball is probably on Brighton Beach. So how wasted that chance was.
Can I quickly mention about that Chelsea sponsorship, shirt sponsorship? The company's based in Dubai, and apparently, what I've read, they're going to be getting 1 million per game off that sponsor. Just shows you.
Oh well. Yeah, well. But that Murphy chance was an absolute waste. At least Shirley's got to try and in for the top, but it's how he puts it so high.
I know. Murphy wasn't good enough for dear league.
I mean, he was awful today. I'd have loved it if Brighton had PSI issues and we got him for Minty for 10 million and dropped Mark Gillespie on them for 44. But what a chance that wasted. I mean, we had to get an early substitution. I mean, normally at times we've been waiting a bit late for substitutions, but I think it was the right one to bring off Murphy and bring Gordon on. And I thought Gordon looked very lively when he came on.
He did.
But he had a chance himself, which he wasted as well.
Yeah.
Again, he went for glory rather than he could at least tried it.
Shut up! Sorry, the dog.
He could at least tried it on his, on his
look,
left.
You look at Gordon when he came on, he was lively compared to... Look what Murphy did. Where was Murphy's lively? Nout. You had Nout?
No.
My front three on there next Sunday will be Gordon on the left, Isak in the middle, and Harvey Barnes on the right.
Do you think Murphy
Isak
be dropped?
And that Isak didn't have quite a good game today, but I would keep that front. I would have that front three then against Chelsea on Sunday.
I'm not sure. Was it just a one-off game for Murphy, possibly?
But the fact
is, Murphy has been good. Murphy has been good. You kind of drop Barnes at the moment.
You kind of drop Barnes. Gordon is starting to get back to his
Do you know what? He is starting to a little bit. Yep, I could notice that.
That's why I would keep that front three is what it was from the 55th minute when Murphy went off.
Every team has poor spells. Sometimes they're good in defence and poor in attack. Possibly we need to rotate the squad more so that some of these starters get used to rotating before Europe comes, because the new talent coming on won't just sit on the bench. No, absolutely not. Right, let's talk about the VAR incident. I mean, it was a foul, Mason, but of course, contact was outside the box, and that's why they overturned a penalty and gave a free kick.
I think everybody who was watching the match on Sky today thought it was a penalty at first, because I thought it was a penalty myself.
But then I saw the contact and I thought, it's up close and he's just singing, nah, this is going to get overturned for a free kick.
When you looked at the VAR videos and images, it was outside the box. You can't complain about that. It was outside the box.
Yeah, it was. And then let's go on to the other VAR incident. I mean, it's a definite dive from Willock. I mean, if that was given, if that penalty was given for us, that would have been absolute robbery on Brighton, because it's a dive all day long, and I don't know what Willock's thinking of there. Surely Willock could have stayed on his feet, surely.
The fact is, we've had that take the penalty go against in the past, so
we've had it times, but of course, Willock was booked for it.
For example, Diogo Jota last season.
Well, yeah,
at Anfield. He died and they gave the penalty.
You did, but it was a dive from Willock. He was booked, and I think taking him off was the right decision. Do you?
I mean, I think the injuries have knocked him. And
the injuries have absolutely regressed him massively. And for those who didn't see it in the on the fan reaction show today, would you consider selling Willock at the end of the season?
Eddie Howe tried to put him as the same player as the players he has for the likes of Joe Linton and all the players of his ilk. But Willock hasn't caught up to that. Eddie Howe's tried it for 3 years now and it hasn't worked. So I think it is, to be honest, time for him to move on in the summer.
I think if offers do come in from, I think we take them. If it's a decent offer, we cannot turn down.
He should go to Everton, Fulham, Brighton, or Bournemouth.
It's just a shame because remember the Willock we first had who burst on the scene, who dug us out the shit under Steve Bruce at the time.
If it wasn't for him, we would have went doing that season, you know.
And also, of course, the season we finished fourth. Look how good he was then.
You know what it is? Ever since he pulled his hammy against Leicester on that Monday night.
I was there. Against Brighton.
Brighton, sorry. Ever since
the 4-1 win.
You know what it is? I keep thinking it's Leicester.
It was the Brighton game. He pulled his hamstring.
Ever since that Brighton game, he pulled his hamstring. He hasn't been all of his basically his career has went downhill after that.
And I don't know what's going on. It's a bit of a shame because the lad's still young. He's mid-20s. And it's frustrating because we know what we have had with Willock before. He's been good on the ball with the drive, and sometimes he can't get the goal. Odd goal now. Well, look at when we first got him, he was backing in goals for fun of it. But it's just a shame the lad's just completely gone backwards. So if an offer does come in for Willock, I think, if it's a decent offer, he's gone.
Like I've said, the clubs who I've just said, I would throw Brentford in there as well because they can play. Because I think Fabio Carvalho wants to leave, so there's a replacement there for you.
Yeah, I think Willock's on borrowed time now. The only why Willock's playing is because, of course, Joe Linton's out injured.
Why not play? Now, what it is, what baffles me, why is he not playing with Jimmy Miley? Not Jimmy Miley, he's a fucking article. Lewis Miley.
Again, I'd like to know if they're just going with Willock just for the more experience at the moment. But again,
look at what baffles me, right? They had Jack Hinsel, who was probably the same age as Miley, and he started it. And I came off, but look at Jack Hinselwood. He's 19-20, same age as Miley. What Miley supposed to do? But
Miley's looked a bit rusty previously, or do you think that's just down to the lack of minutes? Possibly could be, yeah. Yeah, he does play like Joe Pillock at times because there hasn't been many good performances as of late. Really is so. It is a real shame. The lad's regressed at the moment. It has been the injuries, which has been a shame. Of course, it's just been it has been a shame. When Willock signed, he looked good in a poor team. Yeah, dug us out the crap we were in under Steve Bruce at the time. But yeah, just a shame but look at the season we finished fourth. Look how good he played in that season as well. You liked him with his drive with the ball and all of that. I don't know. Sometimes these things can happen. Injuries can take massive effects on players, and it really has happened with Joe Willock at the moment. It really, really has, which is just so disappointing to see. It really, really is so. Yeah, and he should know better than to try and dive like that. I mean, you're not going to get away with that as well. VAR is there for a reason, and VAR caught him out. Absolutely caught him out. I think he personally could have stayed on his feet and played a nice ball across to see if anyone could get on the end of it. I don't want to see our players doing that. I don't get it. Why? What's the point in doing it? You try to cheat in a game of football, and the dive today was 100% dive all day long. it's like, why? Why do people need to do it? Do you know what, Joe?
Exactly.
I'm surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if Eddie was absolutely mad with him for doing that.
That's why I think that's why he got subbed off straight away.
Yeah, he was. I think Eddie Howe must have been so unimpressed with that, because that's unprofessionalism. That's absolutely unprofessionalism. It really from Willock. He should know better than that. You're not going to get away with that when VAR's around now. I think sometimes it's a bad example for the team, because he prefers to start knackered or slightly injured players over some of the healthy options on the bench. Really shows his confidence. Well, we do like to ask, is one or a couple of our players carrying injuries, and I believe one of them is Isak. Our squad is so light, it was a gamble taken by not signing in the winter window. Can these players get us over the line, or will we fall at the hurdle? I still believe we can get the Champions League. They got us over that line of winning us a trophy. Because that 30 minutes before Eddie O'Clock, yep, it was indeed. Right, let's get the third penalty. Let's get the third one. VAR check, because this one was definitely spot on. We had to get it. Surely, if there was ever a daytime where third time lucky, we were going to get a penalty, it was this one.
It definitely hit his hand, like.
Well, do you think he could have been sent off for that? Because do you not think that ball's aiming for target, and you're using your arm or hand to stop that from going in?
The fact is, where he didn't hit, it didn't look like he hit it on purpose, so it did hit his hand. I think he didn't meant to do it. He meant to do it.
No, they could have, might not be. Sometimes I have seen reds given for that, but I'm just glad we got the penalty for it, because it was 100% penalty. But Isak cool as a cucumber, sent to keep it the wrong way, and we're back level in the game, which I'm glad we got back level in the game.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Now he's been, it was shite all game. Well, at least he got a fucking goal.
Yeah, he was non-existent at times today. Isak, he really, really was. But he got the penalty. That's what he does. He's there to score goals, obviously, as well. And fair play, he took that penalty really, really well. Sent them the wrong way. I mean, but we had a good opportunity after that with when Wilson came on. It was a good save, but that was the only time we really tested their goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, we could have nicked that at the end, but saying that, Diego Gomez and he nicked it and all. I mean, yeah. It's funny because two of both teams' best chances were right at the end and all. Just mental.
Yeah. But it just looked like today we never looked like scoring from open play of the day.
No.
We only waked their keeper a couple of times. A lot of their times, if the chances we had on top before that, the keeper was just getting them easily.
He was.
But look, we know Brighton are a bit of a bogey team for us. We know that. But at times we could have done more better. Make them work the goalkeeper. Put that ball in the box where you know someone's going to have a chance of getting on the end of it. And a lot of times we saw the opposite a lot today. Well, yeah. Jimmy says, what's the point in playing Willock if you keep taking them off? Well,
was
it possibly, but was it that penalty? Was it that dive that really wound Eddie up and says, right, that's it. He's coming off and I'm going to throw another striker on. But why are we still bringing Callum Wilson on? I mean, as I mentioned, Osula got a goal last week. Oh, no, Eddie's probably saying you're sitting on the bench all game today.
What's the point? Tell me what is the point?
That must be really, really annoyed. Osula must have been so frustrated with that, of course, because he would want to have got off that bench again like he did against Ipswich, to find and got himself a goal. I'm really bizarre. I'm really puzzled. I don't know. I don't know why we keep. Fair enough, Wilson had a great opportunity, but we know Wilson is finished. The time for Wilson at this football club is coming to an end, and it's definitely got to come to an end come the end of the season, Charlie. The fact is, Mason, Callum Wilson still hasn't scored a Premier League goal this season. Osula has had very little minutes, and Osula's already got his first Premier League goal. And again, Wilson is still yet to score in the Premier League this season.
It's embarrassing. Generally is.
Yeah, Lee, good evening. Hope you're well. I can only hope he's doing to Osula what he did with Hall last season when we needed him and didn't play him. But this season could be Joel, possibly. But you should be. The fact is, you should. If you need to take Isak off or bring another striker on, it should be Osula over Wilson. Osula will give you pace, and I think he does. And you've seen what he can do with the ball as well. Whereas with Wilson, you don't see pretty much any of that anymore, or very little of it now. I don't know. I really didn't understand it because only time Wilson should be coming on is when you know that you've got the game in the bag. And that,
yeah, I agree with you on that one, Lee.
But Osula must have been so annoyed today that getting a goal last week, he's been made to sit on the bench for the whole of the game today.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie reminds me of Graham Taylor. Graham Taylor, occasionally when Taylor was England manager.
Graham fucking Taylor.
But we got a point today. Do you think a point is not the end of the world, or do you think we should have looked to have got all three today? Because Brighton were really, really unimpressive today.
I would have happily taken a point, but yeah, I would happily take a win.
We're still yet to win at Brighton in the Premier League. No disrespect to Brighton, but we should be looking to do that.
Who would have thought of that?
It does, Chibbis, but it should exactly. I mean, of course, we got the draw today. Last season, we lost 3-1. Before that, it was 0-0. Before that, it was 1-1. Before that, we got absolutely hammered 3-0. Before that, I think it was 0-0. Before that, it was 1-1. And before that, it was 1-0 to Brighton. There's been a lot of draws in that game. It kind of just stopped the rot because, well, of course, Brighton have beat us twice. It's St James's in the Premier League and, of course, the FA Cup as well. So a point is better than it is. It is, but I think it's just very disappointing not to take all three because how poor Brighton were today. They were really off their game again, I thought. They look really off their game. And
they did.
I wasn't impressed with Brighton today. I wasn't. And that goal from Mini was the only good thing they did, pretty much. They did have a headed chance, which was well off target. But it was only that goal they scored that was the only good thing they really did. Other than that, it was very, very awful from Brighton. The way we played a point is disappointing. The way we played today, I suppose we get a point. It's from the penalty spots because it was the penalty, but it just open play. It looked like if the game was still playing until about 12 o'clock at night, I don't think we still would have scored from open play. At times we were sloppy today. We really were sloppy in a lot of parts today. It's shipped, I know, but teams that challenge for stuff don't play well, always get points by other. Yeah, absolutely, Joe, they do. But I just feel like it would have been good to get 3 points today, considering how poor Brighton were. I mean, we've got Chelsea next week. We're at home. Do you know, that's a good thing. We are at home. So we will get right behind our team. I think we can beat Chelsea. They're a bit of a funny team for me as well. And do you know what I'm going to say as well? I'm going to say a nice big up and a huge well done to Cole Palmer, who came out and opened up about and says he's been trolled on the internet. So I'm going to say well done to Cole Palmer for opening up and coming out and saying about how he has been internet trolled as well. So fair play and coming out and speaking up about it as well. Well, big up to Cole Palmer for doing that. Does anyone
considering he was running outside Stamford Bridge against Everton last week against Everton? And people are taking the piss. Is that for fucking? That doesn't understand me. He's only can for a fucking run.
Well, yeah.
Stupid idiot.
We can beat Chelsea. Does anyone think Bruno was awful today, Chubby? Joe Willock, not the greatest, did okay in some parts. Tonali, very, very a bit sluggish in the first half. Was better in the second half, I thought. But it wasn't what it has been, like it has been. It really, really wasn't. We know we're missing Joe Linton. I think we're definitely missing Joe Linton. We haven't got his physicality, his strength in that midfield. And it is that today proved to be a huge blow for us by not having him there as well. We can beat Chelsea and Arsenal, then Everton. We can, Joe. Yes, we can. We definitely can. We beat Chelsea. Champions League is looking ever so likely as well. We have to play the bright spot, Asula. Hopefully, Asula will come on and get minutes against Chelsea. That time he got that opportunity in the cup and he hit it off the post. Yeah, they do actually. I saw that as well. So yeah, but I think Chelsea next week is a 100% win. We must win that game. I think it's a 100% win game. That if we want to get in the Champions League, we've got to win that game. So yeah,
hopefully.
There you go. Jackie, good evening. Hi, lads. On the way home from the game, frustrated we didn't get the 3 points. Hopefully, safe journey to you, Jackie. I mean, how it must... Yeah, I can understand frustrated as well. We should have looked to have won that today because they were nothing really. They were...
What time did you leave this morning, Jackie?
They would have been possibly dead early, I would have thought.
Unless you went doing yesterday.
Okay, then. So we'll go into the second half of the show. You know what that is? That is our player ratings. So please do remember to take part in the chat and let us know what your ratings are. So, yes, so we are going to move on to the player ratings now. So, again, please do take part in the chat as well. Right, I'll start it with Nick Pope. Didn't really have a lot to do, did he? I know the goal that they scored wasn't his fault at all. He did put a foot wrong for me, Nick Pope, today. What could he have done today? Only one missed kick, I would have thought, from Pope. I'll give Pope a 6.
10.
I'll give Nick Pope a 6.
I'll be in fair enough, Jackie.
Oh, so we've got a 7. Joe, I hope you're all having a laugh there. 7. 6s. I'll give him a 6. He didn't have really out to do. I mean, the goal wasn't his fault. There was one miss kick that he did that went out for throwing. So 6 for Pope. 6 really. Fair enough. Right, Mason. Kieran Trippier.
I thought some of these ones were all right today.
Yeah, they were. They went to. It's okay.
6.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 6.
Who was 6 as well, do you think?
I
I missed the game to watch highlights in here. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, Tom's going to 9 for Trippier. Some 7's coming in. He was okay the day. Did well for nearly 35. Yeah. We've got a 1-6 as well. Yeah, sometimes he did get caught out a couple of times. I did do one misplay, plays plus. He had a smashing game, says Tom. Do you know what? Trippier's always got the experience. He's still got it in the Premier League. He really, really has. So, okay. Mr. Fabian Schär did okay as well today, I thought. I didn't. One misplaced pass, I think he gave away as well. Not many, but other than that, I thought he wasn't too bad the day, Fabian Schär. I'll give Schär a 7. Did okay the day, I thought. Did pretty well. I did some. It was in regards to coffee. I think it was about that he never wanted to leave Newcastle. I think it was something along those lines. So there's a lot of 7, 7.5, 7, 6, 6.5 for Schär, and another 6 for Schär as well. Okay, so we'll go to Dan Burn, Mason. Careful.
Seven.
Yeah, I think he did okay.
He did all right today.
Yeah, I thought he was okay the day as well. I didn't think he really put a foot wrong the day as well, Dan Burn. So 6, 7 for him.
Yeah.
We got 1-6, and we got a 5 as well. I mean, he could have nearly got booked, but that actually wasn't. I think. Sorry, there was one time he could have got booked, but no, he did when he thought he put that tackle in, but he didn't touch the bloke. Did all of our fans give Minteh abuse, and that's why we reacted? I don't think it was abuse. It was just shown that I think it's just shown that he would love to have played for us. I did think from what I've heard, he didn't want to leave us as well. Jonathan says, "Hi, Peter and Mason. Good point for NUFC today. Just hope NUFC gets something from the next game and at home to Chelsea from Jonathan and Kid. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, hopefully we will. I believe. Hopefully we will. Right, Tino Livramento did some good runs as well. A lot of the times their players tried to bully him at times. He was really trying to rough up some of their players as well, and that in the way he was being kicked a lot at times as well. But I think he played well. Livramento. I like the runs he made. I'll go with an 8 for Tino. I thought he played very well. Yep, that's Tino 7. Did good runs and got kicked to hell. 8, Tino 7, and a 7 as well for Tino. Right, into midfield now. Sandro Tonali.
Wasn't great-ish.
I mean, first off, he was very not on it. He was quite off his game, I thought.
But he still tried to. I'll give him a 7.
Do you know what? I think that's fair. Yes, he improved in the second half, I thought. So a 7 for Tonali.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, bit off his game in the first half, but much better in the second half, yeah. Tonali 5, 6.5, 7, 6. Sandro, yeah. A lot of people say there was a second half performance that he really improved on. Right. Bruno. It was very poor from Bruno the day, unfortunately. I don't know what is going on at the moment, which is very disappointing because we know what Bruno can do, but it was very poor the day from Bruno. It was so not Bruno today. Very poor the day from Bruno. Just not on his game at all. Really, really wasn't. I'm going to give Bruno a 4. It was not the greatest today for Bruno, so 4. Got a 4, 5.4, 4. Bruno off the pace a bit. Yep, absolutely was. Right, Mason, the last one in midfield, Joe Willock.
4.
Some good runs, but no final product was a.
Yeah,
and I think you've got it, and the dive as well.
Dive
Yeah,
you've got
yeah. I think that dive's got to be.
That dive is embarrassing.
Yeah, the dive has got to be said about it as well. 4. Yeah, I mean, it's just. It was some good runs he did, but where the final product was just all over the place. We've got a 5. I was seeing fans wanting Willock and Murphy gone. Wow. I mean, Murphy's hopefully it's just a one-off for Murphy today. Willock, it's just been quite consistent. It's been very consistent with Willock in terms of his not good performances. 4, and Joel's going for a 2 for the dive. I mean, you've got to mark him down for the dive as well. He should know better than that. Should be no better than to be doing that. You're not going to get away with it. And yeah, feel like I think there should be dishing red cards out for diving. Mason.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's about time they should be starting to dish red cards out for diving, because you're trying to cheat in a game of football. You really shouldn't deserve to be playing.
I agree.
If you're cheating like that, and I think they should be looking to change that around, because it's blatantly cheating, and that's what Willock tried to do today. He tried to cheat to get a penalty at first. Referee gave the penalty. VAR says no. I think you need to go and take a look at that, because I think Willock's dived there. It's in the last third where exactly choppy it does. That's where it's broke down in the last move for Willock. Expected from South American players, but not English ones. Yeah, I can understand. I mean, hopefully Joe Willock will have learned his lesson about that. But it was quite embarrassing to be doing that. I mean, right, so we're going to the attacking 3 now. Jacob Murphy was really off his game today, unfortunately. Final balls weren't coming off. The way that they just weren't finding anyone, or the goalkeeper was easy getting them. I noticed that particularly in the first half. And he had a chance which he absolutely way blasted. Well, very blasted. And what a waste that was. Really, what a waste that was. A 4 for Murphy as well. Is Mason okay? He seems a little annoyed. He's okay.
That was tired.
4, 5.5, 4, 5, 5. A lot of 4 and 5s coming in for Murphy. Okay, Mason. Harvey Barnes.
9.
Do you know what? He was really good again.
I thought he's the only player who stood to do.
Yep. I think he was really, really good again. Do you know what I like him doing? The way he's making the runs as well. He's not frightened to take anyone on. He's just playing like he's full of confidence at the moment, even though he didn't score the day. But absolutely, the way he is really, really just going about his game at the moment is really, really good. So, yeah. So, what was it? A 9 for Barnes?
Yep.
Mason always looks annoyed, sister. Harvey Barnes 9, 8.5, 8. A lot of 8s coming in for Barnes as well. I think he was the best player today for us. He definitely really put himself about. Got into some good areas as well. Really did. Barnes, you cannot be dropping him at the moment. You simply can't. Okay, right. So that's the starting 11. So we're getting to substitutes. Do you think May Gordon will be in the starting 11 if Miss Fabinho's form is dropping off? I would say Coffee.
Hey, you do Isak. Isak, you've got Isak.
Oh, shit. I forgot about these. Hey, well done. You spotted me on that one. Right. Isak, apart from the penalty he scored, he was absolutely anonymous. If he is carrying an injury, it should be getting seen to at the end of the season. I mean, we know he's there to score goals, but the performances are just not really shining light, which is quite disappointing. It is quite disappointing, it is. I'll give Isak a 5. Probably because he scored a penalty, but the rest of the game, otherwise, if he didn't score the penalty, he'd be getting a lower mark. I'll give him a 5 because he scored a penalty, but that was it. Isak 5, 6, 5, 6, 6.5, 5. Yeah, did, because he was anonymous, Coffee. He was absolutely anonymous in that game today. Right, so we've now done the starting 11 now. I can believe I forgot about Isak. Yeah, there. Right. So substitutes now. Back to you, Mason. And the first one was, of course, Anthony Gordon.
Yes.
Do you know what? He did look lively.
His impact, his liveliness, I thought was up there with Barnes. So he did.
Do you know what? Gordon is just starting. I think Gordon just needs to try and get his full fitness back. That's what he's trying to do. I thought he did well. He did have a chance, which he did waste. But other than that, he did look very lively when he come on. For 11 Godfrey, Flash Gordon, a 7.5 and 9 for Gordon. 7.5. I think Gordon needs a haircut. I thought he had one not so long ago. 7. Gordon 7 marked down because he could have passed Isak and took it. Possibly he could have done that, yeah. He possibly could have done that, so. Okay, the next substitution was Callum Wilson. I mean, he did have a great opportunity, to be fair to him, which was a good save by the keeper. But I'm just going to say this. Why have we not been seeing that in previous games? We know we've got to let Wilson go at the end of the season, to be fair. I mean, he had a good opportunity, but I think that was it. Yeah, we know Wilson's pretty much time at this club is pretty much come to an end now. I'm going to say a 4 for Wilson. He had a great chance, but that was it. He did no else. 2, 3, 0, 4. Why does Wilson keep getting chances? Exactly. Wilson 5. Wilson 10 for not getting injured, but real mark is 3 and a 3. If Newcastle offer Wilson a new contract, I'll eat here with a horse, says Choppy. Well, yeah.
Pokeland. Wait, Pokeland, where are you? Choppy said he'll eat the hero, Benji.
I mean, it'd be silly if we give Wilson a new contract. Yeah. Who's the next? Right, the other substitutions. Well, they were quite late. Of course, one of them was Botman, but it was right in the stoppage time. It's back to you, Mason.
Oh, just give him a standard 5.
Yeah, and the same with, of course, Emil Kraft as well. Standard 5s because they were on very late. It was right in the stoppage time for them. If Wilson is away, why give him a game? Exactly. Botman standard 5. There's going to be a lot of standard 5. Probably standard 5s. Botman 8 for being on the field. Why wasn't Asula given a chance? Exactly. I don't get it. He got a goal last week. he should have looked to have come off the bench today, and he didn't. No, I can understand because the 1 too late. Yeah, so it's 5 for Joe, right? So Mason, look who you're gonna get next. The referee, Craig Pawson.
Four.
4. I mean, I didn't think really put a foot wrong today.
I'll give him a 4.
4, okay then. That's what for coming. That's what we've been crying out for coffee. Arsenal fan Rory talks and said Pawson has been favouring us. I give our.
Well, why did he send off? Why did he send off Fabian Schär the first game of the season for headbutting Benton Diaz?
Yeah, you are. 4 for Pawson. I knew Joe would come in with his 110,000 rating. Ref for 7. Pawson a 7. I actually thought he was a bad referee. Minus 100. 0. All refs should get. I didn't think he put a foot wrong today, Craig Pawson. He didn't. He overturned the decision because VAR told him to, obviously. But other than that, I didn't think he put that much of a foot wrong, I thought, to be honest. So you've given him a 4.
Yeah, because I didn't like the referees at all.
Okay, right. Next one. Fans, 10 out of 10 as always. You know what we're like on match days, week in, week out. Home and away. Good turnaround from our fans today. Sunday, all the way down on the south coast as well. You know what we're like on match days as always. 10 out of 10 for our fans. Yeah, we know Pawson's a dodgy referee. 10 for fans 10 plus.
That's why I give him a 4.
There it is.
Because the referee was dodgy.
There you are. Okay, right then. Right, you get the last one, Mason. Oh, Cobby's going for a 10. PD a 4 for getting Isak. Oh, God. Cheers, Tom. I couldn't believe I forgot Isak. But I think Coffee said it perfectly said because he was absolutely anonymous. Mason 4.5 for looking. There you go. All right, last one, Mason. Eddie Howe.
6.
6, okay then.
No, actually, yeah, I'll give him a 6. I think some of these decisions today were, hit and missy. But yeah, some of the stuff were okay.
Do you know what? Yeah, he kept the side the same, didn't he?
Aye.
He did keep the side the same, of course.
Gallant to 0. Chippers, man.
So
no, Chippers,
6.5.
Can't just say something. Chippers, you're getting a 0 because you forgot because the internet's been shite today for a change, and I bet you forgot to pay your mum board as well.
Oh. Longstaff 10 for staying on the bench. Eddie 6. Howard 6. There you are. Exactly. That's good for Longstaff for staying on the bench. Eddie is 6 as well. But yeah, I think he should have brought a Sula on, and he didn't. I think that was one of Eddie's downfalls today, was not bring in 6. Which we would love to see. So that's all the ratings we've done. Chelsea next Sunday, 12 o'clock kickoff. Oh boy. Well,
pointless.
We know what we've got to do. We've got to win this game on Sunday. I believe we will. Hopefully we do as well. We know what Chelsea are like. We know Chelsea. A funny one. So, yeah. So Chelsea next week. Hopefully we can look to beat them as well. So if we want to keep us going in within the Champions League places, There you go. We've got to look to beat Chelsea. I believe we can. I believe we can look to beat Chelsea. We've got a good record at home against them as of late as well. So,
Jackie. Fuck's sake, Jackie, don't get me started.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, don't remember that. Well, that's all. Every rating's done for tonight. That is it for tonight's show. Thank you again to everyone for tuning in.
Oh my God, Chippers, man.
Of course, Mason being co-host of the channel. Everyone that's popped up in the chat, thank you so much as well. Mods, we always appreciate what you do as well. So, there you are. Coming up on the channel next week, I might look to squeeze in another non-league show in. Get someone else to try and join for that one as well.
Not John, please.
No. I've already done it.
Sharky? There's
two I'm thinking I would like to try and get. There's two people I'm thinking of that would look to do for their talking about their non-league experience as well. So I might look to do that either on Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday preview, of course, to Chelsea. Friday, you know what happens on a Friday. I don't need to tell you anymore. Sunday, we'll be at the game, of course. Quick thoughts, fan reactions as well. Match day, player ratings the next day, most likely. I know we've had our match review with player ratings today, but that's because with it being bank holiday tomorrow, a lot of us are always out on bank holiday and we don't get back till late. So that's why we did our live match review and player ratings, of course, for today. There you go. So that is it in terms of content coming out for next week. And again, if you haven't checked the vlog out yesterday when I was at Dunstan against Stocksbridge Park Steels, feel free to go check that out as well. Absolute heartbreaking it was for Dunstan just to come up short on a penalty shootout, unfortunately. So let's see if it'll be their season next season. But feel free to go and check the vlog out as well, which I did while I was at the game yesterday. So there you are. So Peter Mason, 10 out of 10. Cheers, coffee. Don't forget to like, folks, like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Cheers, Joe. Great show, guys. Cheers, Ian. Take care, all. Thanks, Peter Mason. Cheers, Choppy. Coffee shouldn't be on the bare atrocities. Jesus. Remember, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. So do smash the likes. If you enjoy the show tonight, please, of course, if you're brand new at the channel, or if you are not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, smash that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help me the channel grow as well. We're closer now, getting closer to 2,400. Help us get there. Your support means everything to us. It is completely free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you a penny at all. It does help the channel out massively as well and helps it grow as well. So do make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy the content that comes on this channel week in, week out. And please do hit that bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So please hit the bell to make sure you're all up to date with the content that we bring out for you that you do not want to miss at all as well. And again, if you want to give a donation to the channel, super chat as well, or if you want to, if you want to become a member for 99p, hit the join button and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well on the channel as well. Have a good bank holiday, everyone. You as well, Joe. Okay, then. Well, that is it for tonight. We'll see us all again very soon next week. And till then, everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend and your bank holidays as well, whatever you're getting up to. Have a good one, guys. I will see you all later. Take care, all. How are the lads? Have a good night, everyone. And we'll see you all again very, very soon.